Hello and welcome to another episode of Sandy Killer Projects. As you can see behind me, I have the 2014 Honda Accord Touring, which is the 3.5 liter. That was my brother's car that we did the front brakes on a few years ago. We just did a Fitcamx camera on it recently. The next video, I'm going to be inspecting and potentially replacing the rear brakes. So let's check it out. Taking a look at this with the wheel off, it doesn't look like anything is too tragically out of whack. The rotors look like they're okay. I'm going to measure them to make sure they're correct thickness. Brakes look like they still have a little wear on them, but the telltale sign is when you rotate this, you can actually hear it ever so quietly grabbing the squealers, which means that these brake pads are just about done. So we're going to go ahead and change them. This process goes pretty easily. We'll walk you through it as we go. I've taken the brake caliper off. There's only two bolts that hold it into place. The pads themselves weren't incredibly shot, but this is the inside pad, and as you can see, the squealer tab actually has a shiny spot on it, and that's what was making the squeal when you would hand turn it or when you would drive it. The pad itself still has a little bit of life in it, but this did exactly what the job of the squealer tab is, and it wore that squealer tab to tell you to change them. The rotors themselves are good. I just measured them out. They're this rotor's at 0.3535, which is more than enough, and the thickness looks good, and it's not heavily grooved or worn in any of the spots. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the brake pads back on it with new ones. So to do that, we're going to remove these little clips off of the top and bottom, replace them with new, and then we'll slide the brake pads in on either side. I've already put it back together. It's really a simple process. The only thing that's weird with these rear ones is you have to have one of these little square blocks. What it's used for is depressing the caliper itself, because you have to screw this in to get the caliper to go back into place. You need one of the sets to line up with the holes, not the 4 set, it'd be one of the 2s, and then you just rotate it. You take a 3/8 drive in the back of this and rotate. These are actually really handy to have. I'll try to put a listing up for one in the description, as well as the parts. So now I'm going to put the tire back on this one, and I'm going to go over to the other side. This kit only comes with the little squealer tabs. It also had a wire. Beyond that, it's just going to go real quick like this one. This is not a difficult process, and we don't need to replace the rotors. All right, so here we are on the passenger side. The brake pads on this actually came out with almost no wear on them for the amount of time that they've been on the car, which I believe these are the original brakes. They're not even rubbing the squealers on this one. It was just the other side. Everything looks in good shape. Rubber's still in good shape. For an 11-year-old car, this is actually doing fairly well brake-wise. For the rears, we're replacing everything anyway though. Rotors are in good shape. They're still good thickness as well. The only other thing that I wanted to comment on, which I've already kind of explained, is this little box. You take this little box, you put it so that it lines up with the points inside of the caliper. On the plus inside of there, you put it in so that some of it lines up, and then you rotate it so that it drives the mechanism on the inside back, and that's how you get the thing back over the brake pads themselves. Some people take the e-brake off, the e-brake cable. I don't see a reason to do that. If you compress these properly, everything will work just fine. So at this point, I'm going to change these out, put the new brake pads in, and put the hardware all back on it. So when you come over here as an unexperienced youth and have your uncle work on your car for you, the thing that you're going to do is you're going to learn how to do it yourself. So on this side, I had my niece help me disassemble and reassemble it so that she could actually see what the parts were and why they go where they go. So that was the rear brakes on the 2014 Honda Accord that used to be my brother's. If you need to see the front brakes, we did that a few years ago. It is in the playlist for this car and or the playlist for brakes, which this will also be in. We also did a Fitcamx camera on this recently, which will also be on the playlist for that. So make sure to check out all those videos for that. As always, thank you for watching. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We'll keep making more of these videos.